Hey there, everybody. I spent most of the evening baking empanadas, so it's the middle of winter and I'm wearing a sleeveless shirt and I don't feel like changing. So, what you gonna do? So, we're going to read a couple more Little Bunny Anytime Bedtime stories because I promised that I would read some bedtime stories even though it is past my bedtime. So, we're going to read Little Bunny and the Garden Burglar. Little Bunny woke up one morning and gave a big stretch. First, she stretched out her right arm. Then, she stretched out her left arm. Then, she gave a great big yawn. She went to her bathroom and washed her face and brushed her teeth and combed her long, silky smooth, sweet smelling brown bunny ears and put on her favorite flowered dress. Then, she went into the kitchen to fix breakfast. She made sassafras tea and oatmeal with carrots, sweet cream, butter, and honey. After Little Bunny finished her breakfast and was washing the dishes, she looked out the kitchen window and saw her vegetable garden. She thought, "My garden looks very nice in the bright sunshine. I bet there are lots of tasty vegetables ready to eat. I think I will pick some lettuce for my dinner." So Little Bunny changed into her gardening clothes, put on a broad-brimmed hat, and went out to her garden. And what a surprise greeted her! Yesterday her lettuces looked green and healthy. Now they were all gone. There was not a leaf nor a crunch to be found. Poor Little Bunny. What was she to do? Little Bunny went round the neighborhood asking if anyone had seen who took her lettuces, but no one had seen anything. Lots of her neighbors said that someone had taken their lettuces too. It was a mystery. Little Bunny was downcast. She was so looking forward to some fresh lettuces for her dinner. Instead, she had cold leftovers, which were droopy like her mood. Oh well, she thought. Tomorrow I can pick some beans. That will make me feel better. So she went to bed with that thought. And the next morning the sun was shining brightly when Little Bunny got out of bed. She stretched and gave a big yawn. Then she went to the bathroom to wash up. She got her breakfast and washed the dishes, then changed into her gardening clothes to pick some beans for her dinner. Oh no, it was terrible. Someone had picked all the beans from her bean bushes. There was not a bean to be found. Little Bunny went round her neighborhood again to ask if anyone had seen someone with her beans, but no one had seen anything. And some of her neighbors had lost all of their beans too. Poor Little Bunny. She was downcast when she went home. She had cold leftovers for dinner, which matched her mood. Who could be so mean as to pick all of my lettuces and beans? She thought. I will write them a note and ask them not to pick my vegetables. So Little Bunny wrote a nice note that said this: Dear Vegetable Burglar, please do not take my vegetables. I want to eat them for dinner. Thank you, Little Bunny. She posted the note in her garden and went to bed. The next morning the sun was shining brightly when Little Bunny got out of bed. She did not stretch and stretch, nor give a big yawn. She did not go to the bathroom to wash up. She put on her robe and her slippers and went straight to her garden. This time all of her tomatoes were gone, and someone had written on her note. He wrote, "Ha ha! Thank you for the vegetables. They taste very good. Neener Neener, the vegetable burglar." What a rude burglar. Taking her vegetables was bad enough, but writing a note was bad enough. But to write Neener Neener, that was very rude. And that made Little Bunny mad. You do not want to make Little Bunny mad. She is a very sweet bun, but when she is angry, her resolve is like steel. And Little Bunny was angry at the garden burglar. Little Bunny went into her kitchen and made herself a cup of sassafras tea. She thought and thought how to catch the garden burglar. Finally she got up and got dressed, and then walked over to Buck Bun's house. She knocked on the door. Hello? Are you home, Buck Bun? That depends. Are you someone I want to see? If you are, then I am home. If you are not, then I am not home. So please leave a note and come again. It's me, Little Bunny. Oh, well then, I always want to see you, Little Bunny. Please come in. Little Bunny went inside and sat on the sofa in the parlor. What can I do for you, Little Bunny? Asked Buck Bun. So Little Bunny explained. I have a garden burglar, and I want to catch him. So I heard. I heard that this wicked burglar has taken lettuces and tomatoes and beans from lots of gardens. It sounds like he is very tricky. Let me put on my detective hat, and we can go and look at the scene of the crime. So Buck Bun put on his Sherlock Holmes hat, got a bubble pipe and a big magnifying glass and a notebook so that he could write down clues. When he got to Little Bunny's house, Buck Bun said, "So, Little Bunny, are you the victim of the crime?" "Of course I am, silly bunny. That's why I got you." Little Bunny rolled her eyes. "Please be patient. There are ways detectives have to work, and I have to do them. So please, tell me your name and where you live." "You know that I am Little Bunny, and this is where I live." "Just the facts, ma'am. I am doing official detectiving work." Buck Bun gave her an official look. Little Bunny gave a big sigh. "I am Little Bunny, and I live at number 1 Bun Run in Bunnington." "I see. And what were you doing when the crime took place?" "I was asleep in my bed." "Aha! Was there anyone there who could vouch for your alibi?" "Of course not. I am a very proper bun. Look, Buck Bun, I called you to help me catch the burglar. Please don't be silly." Okay. I will now look in the garden for clues. So Buck Bun took out his magnifying glass and looked all over the garden for clues. He saw that all of the lettuces were gone. He saw that all the beans were gone. He saw that all the tomatoes were gone. He saw the note with the rude "neener, neener" written on it. And he saw a footprint. Aha! This looks like a clue. It is a footprint. I will make a cast so I can study it. He mixed plaster of Paris and made a cast that he could study. While it was drying, he asked Little Bunny, "Excuse me, ma'am, but do you have any cookies? Detectiving is hungry work." Little Bunny went into her kitchen and got 2 chocolate chip cookies that she had made the day before. By the time Buck Bun finished the cookies, the plaster cast was dry. He took it out and studied it very carefully, and then said, "I think I know who belongs to this footprint. It is Trevor, the groundhog." "You are very clever to figure that out. How did you do that?" "It is very technical detective stuff, based on the size of the print, the number of toes, and the name tag that fell off of his shoe and got stuck in the plaster." "That naughty Trevor! He hasn't been here in a long time. He is a very naughty fellow. He's always taking people's vegetables without asking, and he smells very bad too." "Well, we will have to find a way to stop him. Let me think about this." So Buck Bun thought and thought. He thought and thought and thought, and then he said to Little Bunny, "I have an idea." "What is it?" asked Little Bun. "I have an idea that I could think of a way to stop Trevor if I had some cookies," said Buck Bun. So Little Bunny went into the kitchen and brought out her cookie jar and a glass of milk. She knew Buck Bun would want a lot of cookies while he thought. She had been down this road before. So Buck Bun nibbled on his cookies and drank his milk and thought. He thought and thought and nibbled and nibbled and nibbled and thought. And then he said, "I have an idea. We will set a trap to catch him." "Oh, that is a very good idea," said Little Bunny. "How will you build a trap?" "I will make a big cage and I will put some tasty bait in it. When Trevor comes to eat the bait, we will pull the string and it will fall on him." "Oh, that is very clever. What will you use for bait?" "Chocolate cake. Everybody loves chocolate cake." Said Little Bunny. "Do not have a chocolate cake." "Well, then you should bake one. And one for me too. Building traps is hungry work." Little Bunny gave him a look, but she said that she would. All afternoon, Little Bunny and Buck Bun worked. Buck Bun built a big cage, and Little Bunny baked 2 chocolate cakes. At last they were done, and not a moment too soon, since the sun was going down, which is when burglars like to raid gardens. Buck Bun carefully set up the trap. He propped up the cage on a big stick, and he tied a long string to the stick. Then he placed the chocolate cake in the trap, and just to make sure, he wrote a big sign that said, "This chocolate cake is not for burglars." "That is reverse psychology," he said. Here he explained. Trevor will see something he should not steal, and he will try to steal it." Then Little Bunny and Buck Bun hid themselves in a bush. They waited and waited. They waited and waited a long time. They waited about 10 minutes. And then they heard something. It was a rustle. It was a scratching. And then they heard someone singing, It's so good to be bad. It's the best fun that I've had. To raid the gardens of Little Bun is oh so much fun. I will scare off the ants with my really smelly pants, then gobble up her food, 'cause I'm bad and not good. I'll take carrots and peas and radishes as I please. Little Bunny's out of luck, 'cause I'm a naughty woodchuck. That must be the burglar, said Buck Bun. And you must be Captain Obvious, said Little Bunny, rolling her eyes. Shh, we will wait for him to take the chocolate cake, and then spring our trap, said Buck Bun obliviously. Little Bunny and Buck Bun watched as Trevor the Groundhog shuffled into Little Bunny's garden. He did smell bad. He was dirty and messy. He had on a slouchy hat and torn trousers, and Trevor began looking over Little Bunny's vegetables, trying to decide what to take, when he saw the chocolate cake. What is this? He asked. It looks like a chocolate cake. And what is it doing out here? I love chocolate cake. It is my favorite food. And I especially love someone else's chocolate cake. There is a note here. This is not for burglars. Ha ha! Yes, it is, because I am very naughty. And Trevor went into the trap to grab the cake. And at that moment, Buck Bun gave a mighty tug on the string, and the trap slammed shut, and Trevor was trapped. Little Bunny and Buck Bun stepped out from behind the bush to confront Trevor. Trevor the Groundhog, you are very naughty to take my vegetables, said Little Bunny. I ain't saying nothing without my lawyer, said Trevor. Well, I could be your lawyer. What will you pay me? Said Buck Bun. Buck Bun, said Little Bunny, and gave him a look. Whoops, forget I said that, said Buck Bun. We trapped you trying to steal my vegetables, said Little Bunny. You must be punished for taking what is not yours. And Little Bunny gave Trevor a mighty look. I am sure you know what a look is. If you have ever been naughty and your mother caught you, she probably gave you a look. Giving a look is a mighty power that all women have, which turns men into cowards, and Little Bunny had an especially powerful look. Trevor the Groundhog withered under Little Bunny's especially powerful look. Then he began to cry, "Oh, woo, please don't hurt me. I have been naughty. Please don't hurt me." You have been naughty, Trevor, and you should be punished. Taking food that does not belong to you is very naughty and very selfish. But I was hungry and I have no money to buy food. You should get a job so you can earn money so you can buy food. But I did not go to school, so I cannot get a job. Then you should have asked nicely for the food. Taking is not nice. Little Bunny could be very stern. Oh, woo! And Trevor collapsed in a heap of tears and sobs. He's pretty pathetic, isn't he? Asked Buck Bun. Yes, he is, agreed Little Bunny. And he needs a bath. Little Bunny started thinking. Then she said, Trevor, would you like to learn how to make your own food so you do not have to take other people's foods? I do not know how to do that. All I know is how to take it. Well, if you want, I will set aside part of my garden and show you how you can grow your own food. Oh, would you? I would like that very much. Well then, tomorrow we will get started. So the next day, Little Bunny and Buck Bun started helping Trevor. First, they brought out a wash tub with a scrub brush and a soap. They filled it with warm water, and Little Bunny went inside while Trevor took off his dirty clothes and climbed in the tub. Buck Bun burned those smelly clothes and gave him some clean ones. Then Little Bunny marked off a corner of her garden and showed Trevor how to prepare a good seed bed, how to mark out rows, how to plant seeds, and how to transplant baby plants, how to put on mulch and water the plants, and how to take good care of a garden. Trevor learned very quickly how to be a good gardener. He found he enjoyed gardening very much, and that he was very good at it. He laid out a plot beside his own home and dug up the ground and prepared it well. He got seeds from Little Bunny and planted carrots and onions and peas and tomatoes and cabbage and squash. Be careful with this squash, warned Little Bunny. Most gardeners get way too much squash, so they have to sneak around at night, giving it to their neighbors. After a couple of months, Trevor had a huge harvest from his garden. He made baskets of veggies for all the people that he'd taken veggies from, with a note saying that he was sorry. Everyone was glad that Trevor had changed into a good neighbor. They were happy to see him, and he had lots of friends. One afternoon, while they were having tea, Buck Bun said, Little Bunny, you were very clever in helping Trevor to learn to be a good gardener. Oh, thank you, said Little Bunny. Most people want to be good. Some people just need a little more help than others. Well, you are very good at helping people, and I am glad that you are my girlfriend. And I am glad that you are my boyfriend, replied Little Bunny demurely. So, it is past my bedtime, so normally I would read you 2, but I need to go to bed, or else I will get a look of my own, either from my own dogter or somebody very important to me. So, love you very much. Get some rest and do your best to become somebody that you can be proud of. And if people can hate without knowing a thing about you, then I can love you for exactly the same reason. So take good care of yourself, okay?